Original post. Hey everyone, thank you so much for the advice on my previous post. It blew up while I was asleep and I couldn't respond to everyone's comments, but I did really appreciate all the people who took the time to give me advice on how to handle my brother. This update is kind of a mixed bag. My family has been having dinner together one night a week since the pandemic started, usually at my parents' house. This week I thought my brother and his family would sit it out, and it would just be me and my parents. But my SIL showed up without my brother or niece. She said she absolutely did not want to discuss what happened, so we didn't. But I can't imagine how beep she must be at my brother to openly go against him so she could attend a dinner with her in-laws. So that's good. Since dinner went well and we all had a good time, I decided to send my brother a text this morning to try to make amends. The text I sent. Hey bud. We missed you and /niece / at dinner last night. I was hoping you'd come by so we could talk about what happened with /niece and /dog /. I understand why you're upset and I'm really sorry that /niece was scared. You know how much I love /niece and I'd never want anything bad to happen to her. I absolutely won't put /dog down though. He's not dangerous, it's just that he can't talk, so he growled to communicate that he wanted /niece to leave him alone. He's a family member to me, I can't put him down. Especially when he didn't do anything wrong. But there's lots of other solutions we can work out to keep /niece safe. I'm totally fine if no one in your family ever wants to see /dog again. Or if you want, we can talk with /dog trainer friend / to try to figure something out that keeps everyone safe. You know, I think you're a great dad and doing an awesome job with /niece but I really think she would benefit from understanding how to treat animals. The next dog she meets might not be as relaxed as mine and she could really get hurt. We can work on teaching her together. Do you want to meet for dinner next week? I can come to you and we can get takeout from /restaurant / I miss you. The text I got back. Once again, you and everyone else choose a dog over my human child. It doesn't matter what /niece did, she is a human and deserves to be safe. You're really saying, well, she started it about your dog almost attacking my child. You can't keep a dog that would attack a kid for being a kid. And I can't believe you're talking about the next time /niece meets a dog. What about the next time your dog meets a kid? The next parent won't be so understanding, /op / they'll call animal control and demand beep put down on the spot. No, we can't meet for dinner like nothing happened. And my response? Sorry you feel that way. Please let me know when you're ready to talk about it. I'll be here. I know a lot of you think my brother is a beep, and just hearing about this one incident, I would too. But I really think every single one of us would come off as a beep if someone wrote a Reddit post asking for advice about the biggest beep thing we've ever done. Everyone has their good and bad qualities, everyone is sometimes a chore to be around, and I love my brother. I don't want to fight with him, and I'm disappointed he's determined to drag this out. I know a lot of you wanted me to just ignore him until he stopped acting like a beep, or cut him out altogether, but that's just not realistic for me and our relationship, and it's not something I want. I do think my SIL is eventually just going to make him talk to me, so hopefully this won't drag on for too much longer, but I'm just really sad about the whole thing. I've done all I can do though. My SIL and I have plans to go hiking this weekend. TLDR, SIL and I are fine, brother still being a beep. AITA for calling out my kid's future stepmom for treating me like a surrogate. I, 29 female, dated a guy Joe for 3 months before he left me to go back to his ex Kim. Right after we broke up, I found out I was pregnant and now I'm at 24 weeks. I let him know and he was ecstatic. Turns out his girlfriend had fertility issues and would likely never be able to get pregnant naturally, and he has always wanted to be a father. Getting back together was out of the question for both of us, so he's still with his girlfriend. Joe was only allowed at the initial appointment because of COVID-19, and we found out I was having twins. According to Joe, when he told Kim she had a mental breakdown about her infertility and wanted to talk to me, I met them at their house and Kim stated that she wanted to be involved in my pregnancy because she would eventually be the children's stepmother. She started telling me that I needed to do a home birth, that I needed to formula feed so that they could have the babies half of the week, that she wanted one boy and one girl, and that she wanted the kid to call her mama since they would be calling me mommy. I shut her down and said I would make the best choices for my children and my body and left. Kim continued to be overbearing and texting me every day about my eating habits, exercise habits, and beep about how her job wouldn't let her take maternity leave. At the virtual genetics counseling appointment, she attended instead of Joe and took over the whole meeting trying to talk about her family history, which wasn't relevant. When it came time for my 20-week level 2 scan, they allowed me one guest and Joe suggested I take Kim instead of him, which I refused to do. Joe did end up coming and he found out the gender because I wanted to keep it a surprise for me so we could throw a gender reveal party. I put a pregnancy announcement on my social media, and then she put up an announcement saying they were expecting twins the non-traditional way and how blessed she was. I was irritated, but I kept my mouth shut. Then she threw a gender reveal party and posted it on social media. I wasn't even invited. She also announced that she's having a baby shower. I commented on her posts and told her to stop treating me like a surrogate, that the kids weren't hers, and that Joe didn't have any claim or custody of the kids until they are born. I then called Joe and reiterated all of this and stated that I would not be seeing either of them until we went to family court, and that my mother would be my birthing partner. He and Kim and some of her friends and family are saying I'm in beep, and her mother even called and insisted I give her one of my babies like this is the parent trap. So AITA. Edit, I'm definitely getting a lawyer ASAP. Why all have scared the beep out of me, but I'm happy you did. Update, I never considered that this could have happened on purpose. I used condoms because I do not react well to hormonal birth control, and I had to wait to get a non-hormonal IUD because of other medical issues. The Thursday I posted this, I went to the police and they stated that there was nothing they could do because a crime hadn't been committed. In my state, orders of protection are criminal or family, so I was able to get one against Joe. On Friday, I did get a lawyer and they let me know in my state there was nothing I could do as far as custody before the babies are born, so I will be leaving my state soon to ensure that this isn't my baby's home state and I can't be charged with anything. However, someone sent this post to Kim and she came to my job, damaged my car, and broke a bunch of office windows. I work with kids, so she was arrested for not just the criminal damage and trespassing, but also child endangerment, so hopefully that works in my favor. Also, if Joe did it on purpose, I don't think Kim knew, because she was screaming at me about how I stole her life and everything I had was supposed to be hers. Update, I have orders of protection against both Kim and Joe. I left the state anyway and Joe and Kim started harassing me again because there's no legal jurisdiction when you leave the state, but I have enough evidence that I was able to press charges in my current state as well, and will be pursuing a restraining order here. AITA for forcing my tomboy daughter to wear formal clothing. Hi y'all. My family is Indian American, but I like to think I am pretty progressive. I have a son and a daughter. My daughter has started to become a tomboy over the last 2 years, despises feminine clothing and style. While it has definitely been an adjustment in my perception, I have always tried to be as supportive as possible, and have let her pick her own clothings, only eliminating anything that was graphic or inappropriate. However, my niece was getting married in a traditional big Indian wedding. While generally all the girls would be wearing formal lehengas, I dropped it after asking my daughter if she wanted to wear that and she said no. When I asked her what she wanted to wear, she said that she'd wear a t-shirt and slacks. But I insisted that she wear a formal clothing of her choice, whether it was a suit, a dress, or traditional Indian clothing. This was black tie event. I was making my son wear a formal suit. Everyone was going to be dressed to the nines. I was going to get my son a new suit tailored for the event, and I insisted that she come with and pick a fabric and suit style as well. It could be to her desire, like a very typical men's suit or feminine twist like what Zendaya wears. She got angry and said I was constricting her expression. I think she will have to wear formal clothing in other points in her life, whether for work or other formal events. She can express herself however she wants, but dressing appropriately for the occasion is a necessary skill. The wedding has been postponed for now, but I still want her to wear a formal outfit and she is still mad at me about this. AITA. Edit, wow, I did not expect this to blow up like this, haha. Thank you for the comments and messages. While some of you have labeled me as the beep, I think a lot of you are saying that I am not, which is good to hear. But I want to stress that I don't think my daughter is really the beep, but she is the sweetest little girl in the world. She's usually very respectful, gets excellent grades, and works really hard. I am very proud of her. Some of you have mentioned there is an underlying problem that I am not seeing. I do not think my daughter is trans, but I think I have made it clear that it's okay if she or anyone else is. She also generally seems pretty happy with her body. She is actually really fashionable and doesn't really wear baggy clothing or anything, but is more into streetwear. She is the one who showed me who Zendaya is. Are there additional signs I should be looking for or things I should be doing? I think she is at the stage in life where she knows everything and her mom, knows nothing. She wants to rebel for something, but isn't really the type to rebel with something really bad, so she decided this is a justified area to rebel. She's also at home, and I haven't really allowed her to go out because of the current circumstances, so think she feels cooped up and now everything about me is annoying her. That being said, a lot of you said to tell her she can't go to the wedding if she doesn't wear formal clothing, and I may be the beep here, but she is going. That is a thing I have decided to take a hard stance on. Because my daughter really, really wants to go. She loves her cousin and my family, and she is a really social person who would love weddings. Telling her not to go would hurt her, I think, and would be counterproductive in the long term. This is the first wedding in our family, and the first time my kids will see a traditional Indian wedding. They have never seen one before, so I think it's important that they learn and feel connected to our culture. If she decides not to go as an act of rebellion, I know my daughter and I know she will feel really, really sad afterwards. Parenting is hard and I was always a girly girl and so were all the people around me, so this uncharted territory for me. Thank you to all of you for your kind words and encouragement.